Michigan Out of Doors Online is brought to you in part by Mr. Muskie Charters, offering full-service guided fishing trips for walleye, muskie, bass, and sturgeon on Lake St. Clair and the Detroit and St. Clair rivers. Booking information is online at mrmuskiecharters.com. Hey everybody, welcome to Michigan Out of Doors. Thank you so much for joining us this week. We've got a brand new show, chock full of all sorts of brand new stuff, and we're going to start in one of my favorite parts of the state, the northern part, Lower Peninsula, right around the town of Indian River. We're going to show you some really cool bass fishing on Mullet Lake, just some gin clear water up there. We had a great evening on the water. You won't want to miss that. And then Jenny, Jordan, and Gabe are going to take us over to the Total Archery Challenge. We showed you that last year. We're going to show you this year's version. It is a ton of fun with stick and string. And we also have time for a bragging board on this week's show to see what you, the viewer, have been up to. Lots of good stuff on this week's program. You stay tuned. I'm Jimmy Gretzinger. It's time for Michigan Out of Doors.
From the first spring rains to the soft summer breeze, dancing on the pine forest floor, the autumn colors catch your eyes. Here come the crystal winter skies. It's Michigan, Michigan out of doors. Someday our children all will see this is their finest legacy, the wonder and the love of Michigan. As the wind comes whispering through the trees, the sweet smell of nature's in the air. From the Great Lakes to the quiet stream, shining like a sportsman's dream, it's the love of Michigan we all share.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Country Smokehouse. Offering a variety of meat products, Country Smokehouse is located 3 miles south of I-69 and M53, just south of Imlay City. Country Smokehouse is a meat processor, a butcher, and a destination for sportsmen. By Angler Quest Pontoons, a mid-Michigan company building boats for fishermen by fishermen. Angler Quest Pontoons are designed for comfort and functionality. On the web at anglerquestpontoons.com.
We all have one, that perfect spot, a special place we go to smooth out the ripples of the day. Our perfect spot is calling. Our perfect spot is Pure Michigan. Your trip begins at michigan.org.
Michigan-based Vanguard has manufactured quality optics, hunting packs, and accessories for over 30 years. Discover all our most recent innovations at vanguardworld.us.
Nick, what's the game plan here?
Well, we're up here in beautiful northern Michigan out on Mullet Lake today, and it's the first week of June, so a lot of the smallmouth are up bedding right now, and we're going to go see if we can't get a few fish off beds. We went out this morning, and we probably found about 25 beds, 30 beds, and those are the ones we marked. I mean, we saw a lot more fish, but we were only marking fish that are like 3 pounds and above. So caught a few 5-pounders this morning. Nothing real big, none of those 6-pounders quite yet, but we might run into a few by the end of the day here. It's a perfect day for them to move up and get on beds, so it should be good. We should run into a lot of fish.
Mullet Lake is huge and can be pretty intimidating, but Nick has fished this lake for years, and we ran right to the spot.
Well, basically what we've been finding is, the water temp's about 60 degrees, and those smallmouth start bedding about 55 degrees. And so 60 degrees is right when they start getting going. And you'll get up on mullet especially, there's a lot of secondary breaks. So you'll have a real shallow break from 2 to 3 foot into about 5 or 6 foot. And then you'll have another break that it'll be a long flat, 4 to 5 foot long, deep, and then it'll be a long flat. And on the edge of that flat, it'll drop off into 7 to 10. It's hooked up here. And a lot of these fish will sit up on these flats, and this one's probably not even on bed. I think he was just cruising around.
Jeez.
There's the first fish of the day. Nice little 2 3/4 pound smallmouth.
Well, it's a good thing you brought the fisherman along.
Yeah,
so
he's going to be sticking well, I think.
Well, that's a dandy.
Beautiful fish, northern Michigan beauty right there. Nothing better.
So
than
just kind of cast out and one will bite it no matter what?
They're everywhere right now, so it's not too hard. I think that was the first cast, but I'm not sure.
That was the first cast.
All right, well, they say don't catch one on the first cast, but I think we'll be all right today. I think we got good odds.
Joining Nick today was Gunnar Wilson. Gunnar has just graduated from high school and will be joining Nick on the Adrian College bass team. So I asked him how they got to know each other.
He goes to Adrian, and so then I started talking to him about that because I was wanting to go to Adrian as well.
Okay.
He started talking to me, convinced me to go there, so I'll be attending Adrian with him, and we'll be fishing on the team. Nick's a great guy, so.
And they got a pretty good bass team there, huh?
Yeah, they got a really good team. I don't know exactly the rankings and stuff like that, but they've been really successful in a lot of their tournaments. Got a good coach, got a good program, and school pays for a lot, so that's nice.
Cool. Ooh. Whoa.
Here we go.
There's a nice one.
That's a little bigger fish.
Yeah.
Oh, holy cow.
Been pretty fortunate to find some good ones up here, but this lake's full of them. I mean, I can't think of too many other lakes in the state that have so many 3 to 5 pound fish in it. And that's just an old, healthy fish. I bet you that fish is at least 15 years old. Been around the block a time or two.
What a fish.
I don't know if you're gonna be able to read that. 526.
Jeez.
It's a nice one.
Good solid
dandy.
Michigan smallmouth.
Swim away to live another day.
As we boated some great fish, I had Nick talk about how he got involved in college bass fishing.
I got a call from the Adrian College coach, Seth Borton, and he'd heard some of my tournament success that I had recently had. I got pretty fortunate in high school, and I ended up winning the FLW High School National Championship. So that was a pretty awesome experience, and that got me a lot of exposure, and I was definitely recognized in the fishing world after that, it seemed. And so Coach got a hold of me, and he let me know about the team and what their plans were, and that they were going to start a varsity team that was fully funded. They were going to get some brand new bass boats for the guys to use, new tow vehicles, the whole 9 yards. They were going all in. So I didn't hesitate at all, and I got a hold of Coach and talked to the school, and I figured out pretty quick that that's what I wanted to do. And so we've been doing that now for 3 years in college. I did it all through high school, and hopefully we can continue that on to the professional scene.
Well, even the weekly bass tournament guys hope of making it big someday. But with the experience that Nick is getting at Adrian, you never know.
We're one of, I believe, probably 10 now, I'm guessing, in the nation, varsity funded, that give scholarships and all that. So it's become a pretty big thing. There's probably, I would say, a little over 600 teams now in the U.S., probably even more than that, actually. But there's teams everywhere. All the community colleges have teams now. I mean, it's really simple and easy to start a team. So a lot of guys are doing it, and they're traveling all over, fishing awesome lakes. I just got back, actually. I was in Alabama for a full month. I was fishing the FLW National Championship on Lake Wheeler, and then I fished the Cabela's Collegiate National Championship on Pickwick Lake.
Wow.
So it was pretty awesome. I was down fishing for a whole month. There's not much better than that, being on the road fishing, catching huge fish, and living it up with good friends. So It's pretty awesome, living the dream, you could say. And I can't tell you how many guys I have say, man, I wish I had that in school. I get it all the time, and I consider myself very fortunate to be able to do what I love and get an education at the same time.
They're beautiful up here, that's for sure. Their colors are unreal.
Well, Nick is very fortunate to have the opportunities that he does. And what is great is that he knows it. The fishing was pretty darn good the day we hit the water. This kind of fishing is pretty awesome when it comes together. And with the clear water, it was really something to watch these fish react.
Most of the time when I'm bed fishing, I'm throwing either a drop shot on 8-pound test to a braid leader. You've got whatever kind of creature bait you want on there, and you basically have that right in the water, that suspended in the water column over the bed. Right now I'm just using a tube, regular tube jig that's got a 1/4 ounce head in it, and this is on 15-pound fluorocarbon. I've got a 7-foot medium heavy casting rod that's paired up with just a normal 100 size casting reel, and it's pretty simple stuff. You don't need a lot. I mean, most of the time these fish will eat this tube. You can get them fired up. You can kind of, if you throw that tube in there and knock the fish a little bit and hit them in the tail, that'll get them fired up and get them really anxious. And normally you can, within a couple minutes, you can throw that tube in there, and they must think it's just a crayfish or some predator trying to eat their eggs, and they'll come in there and they'll smoke it. So
Yes, even the camera guy can do this kind of fishing. Burt and Mullet Lakes are some of my favorite places, and today was a lot of fun. As the wind picked up, the beds became a little harder to see with the slight chop on the water, but we still kept finding a few fish.
He's big. Here's a 4-pounder right around.
Nice fish.
Yep. These fish are pure muscle, so they're fun fight.
Well, as the sun started to set, we got to the last fish of the day. I'm not sure how many fish we caught today, but that is always a good sign.
There we go.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty awesome fish to end the day on right there.
Good to work at that one.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. It takes a while sometimes, but if you keep at it, you can normally get them to eat, and it pays off. Pretty awesome fish.
Pretty awesome day altogether.
Yeah, I'd say so. We got a lot of fish today, and if you guys ever want to come up and catch some awesome smallmouth, this is a place to do it. Burnt Mullet, Hubbard Lake up here in northern Michigan. Catch some awesome, huge trophy smallmouth on beds, gin clear water. Not a whole lot better, so.
Nice job, boys.
Thank you.
Make sure your summer plans find you on a lake with the sun setting and good friends on a boat. To be honest, there's no place better right here in Michigan's out of doors.
Well, we are here at the Total Archery Challenge at Boyne Mountain. We're on top of the mountain right now. Just took the chairlift up here. Jordan, Gabe, and I are shooting. My friend Lori is tagging along with us today too. And we chose one of the less challenging of the 3D courses out here, which still looks like it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. Speaking of challenges, this bow right here, just got it set up for left-handed. First time in my life I'm shooting left-handed. I've had some collarbone issues the last few years that have left me not able to draw a bow back right-handed, so this is the first time I'm actually shooting in front of people, so this is going to be fun. We'll see how it goes.
We are up here at Boyne Mountain Ski Resort with the Total Archery Challenge. This is an event that travels around the country, visiting a number of primarily ski resorts. They rent the mountain out, stagger 5 courses, maybe more, maybe less too, roughly 5 courses, anywhere from a dozen to 25 targets throughout the entire mountain. Come out with some buddies, shoot, have a great time. There's a competition aspect, prizes as well. So shooting, abilities, and ages for everybody.
Oh, I think it's a lynx. I don't have a tag for that. Oh, I can't pass on this. Oh man. Can you guys all close your eyes and not look?
Yeah, a lot of the competitions nowadays, they're either kind of very rigid in terms of you only shoot certain distances or certain styles of shooting, or they're very physically demanding. These shoots offer a great blend of really all of those. Like I said, you can get into the competition aspect of it here and shoot for score if that's something that you're interested in, or you can just go out and shoot with your buddies. The course itself, they range anywhere from a couple miles to like 3 or 5. Distances range from 10 to 12 yards all the way out to 120. So depending on your ability or whether or not you want to test your ability, there's shots and different scenarios for everybody.
Well, left-handed, I've only lost one arrow, so I'm counting that as a success, but it's not bad. I think I just need to practice more. What I'm noticing the biggest challenge for me is my right, I'm naturally left-handed anyways, my left arm is stronger, but holding the bow out with my right arm, I'm all wobbly with it. So good thing we're starting early. I'll have time to practice before October 1st gets here, that's for sure. But yeah, I think we're shooting at target number 8 or 9 out of 25, so it's been fun. It's kind of neat, and we get to stop and catch up with other shooters along the way, so having a good time.
Ooh, keep shooting until he gets one right in the heart, then roll with it.
Might be here all day.
Yeah!
Attaboy.
I heard boom.
You keep going down the hill.
The sport of archery has evolved, and it will continue to in a number of different ways. But what's cool about this shoot is that you don't take the stereotypical or the normal shots. Especially here in Michigan in the Midwest, you're hard-pressed to shoot a deer or shoot at an animal outside of maybe 20, 30, 40 yards. So being able to go out and either use this event as a practice, or some people practice for this event, when you go and shoot 60, 70, 80 yards, that makes that 20, 30, 40 that much easier. You're that much more confident in it, and ultimately, you know, the ease of shooting, the comfort level of shooting, and the ethical shots that you will be taking, when you hone them back into 20, 30 yards, it's going to make for that much better of a shot and better of a hunter.
Here you go.
If you've ever thought about it, give it a try. The equipment today is obviously everybody's equipment, but we've prided ourselves on trying to build equipment that works for everybody. Our equipment, especially with the prime bows, you're going to see the separation, especially at distance. So having the opportunity to come to a shoot like this and really test yourself and test your equipment, it's a great testament to what the archery industry has done and what we at G5 and Prime have tried to do with our products.
All right, so this is my friend Lori Shepley. We used to work together here in Michigan years ago, and I just ran into her here at the Slumberjack booth before we registered for the event today. Tell us all about what you're doing here.
So Slumberjack's sponsoring the event, and it's our first year sponsoring it, and they sent me out here to see what it's all about. And we make tents, sleeping bags, backpacks, whatever you need for hunt, camp, overland type of adventures.
All right, and you're based out of Colorado now.
Yes.
Is it fun to be back here in Michigan?
It's sweaty and humid. It's not like Colorado at all,
right,
but it's a lot of fun.
What do you think of the course here?
I'm thankful for the trees, that's for sure. A lot of shade, which helps out a little bit.
Awesome. All right.
You gotta come in the other side.
Oh, this left-handed shooting's gonna get expensive in a hurry. Oh, maybe I'll save the arrow. Maybe. Maybe. I mean, if it's turning, does that mean it's gonna?
Means you made a hole.
Means you're unscrewing the tip.
Yeah, I know. Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Nice.
Saved a little money. Oh, my pride still hurt though.
Well, we're getting close to wrapping up our day here at the Total Archery Challenge. It's got to be like 85 degrees out, and we're going up and down these hills. And we're actually shooting one of the easier courses. We've been out here an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. We're just about ready to wrap up, but some of these courses can be 4 and 5 hour long, 100-yard shots, big gaps between targets. So it's nice because whatever skill level you are, you can come out here and shoot. And this is supposed to be one of the easier ones, but this one will definitely test your skills, 50, 60-yard shots. But a lot of fun out here, just enjoying a beautiful day and flinging a few arrows.
So the Total Archery Challenge started out west, and since then, the past couple of years, they've started to bring a lot of these shoots to the east and Midwest, places such as Texas, South Dakota, Pennsylvania, Michigan. So this is the second year we've been here in Michigan. The numbers have already grown, have already doubled with just that first year. So if you haven't or you can't make it out maybe this weekend or to some of these other shoots, keep an eye on the website, totalarcherychallenge.com. The list of events will be up there, and we're actually looking at broadening that, bringing more events to a couple of different locations as well. So stay tuned to that and check out an event near you.
Hey, I hit the target. Woohoo! I actually, my boyfriend and I met at an archery range, and we used to love shooting together, but I don't have a boyfriend anymore. I have a fiance. How crazy is that? Getting hitched. Matt, I'm a lucky woman. Finally found my Prince Charming. Woohoo!
Off the market.
Off the market officially. Ah.
Well, it was another great day at the Total Archery Challenge here in Northern Michigan. If you've never given this event a try, you may want to look into it next year. There's no better way to get ready for bow season.
Well, hey everybody, thank you so much for watching Michigan Out of Doors this week. If you missed last week's show, or maybe in a couple of weeks you're going to miss us, you can always check us out online at michiganoutofdoorstv.com. We have full episodes of the show there every week. We're also on Facebook, letting you know kind of what we're doing as we travel around this great state of Michigan, trying to bring you as many brand new episodes of Michigan Out of Doors as we can. Thank you so much for joining us, and hey, if we don't see you in the woods or on the water, hopefully we'll see you right back here next week on your PBS station.
Michigan Out of Doors is presented by Greenstone Farm Credit Services, making recreational land ownership possible across Michigan and northeast Wisconsin. Begin your land financing journey at one of Greenstone's 37 locations or visit greenstonefcs.com. By the Michigan Wildlife Council, using scientifically based wildlife management methods like breeding and restocking Michigan lakes and waters with native fish species to ensure they'll continue to thrive and be here for generations. Learn how Michigan manages wildlife at hereformioutdoors.org. By the Michigan chapters of Safari Club International. For over 40 years, SCI has been protecting hunters' rights and promoting wildlife conservation here in Michigan and around the world. SCI chapter locations can be found on the web at firstformichigan.org. By Pictured Rocks Boat Cruises of Munising, exploring Lake Superior's Pictured Rocks National Lakeshore. With its sandstone cliffs, caves, waterfalls, and lighthouses, Pictured Rocks Boat Cruise is on the web at picturedrocks.com. Closed captioning provided by Marvo Mineral, makers of Lucky Buck, deer management products including minerals to supplement deer diets year-round to improve health and antler growth.
When I wander far away, a dream stays with me night and day. It's the road that leads to my home state. I am a Michigan man. Changing seasons paint the scene like rainbow trout in a hidden stream. The white-tailed deer in the tall pine trees. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love this land. I am a Michigan man. From the Keweenaw down to St. Joe, Kalamazoo, east to Monroe, to St. Marie and back again. I am a Michigan man. I am a Michigan man. Ask where I'm from and I'll show you my hands. Lord above, I love